Well, good morning. Today is the 18th day of November. The time is 9 o'clock. All three commissioners are present. The Ada County Board of Commissioners is in session to conduct its weekly open business meeting. We also have with us, could you give us?
Sarah Lund, Clerk's Office.
Andy Glenn, Clerk's Office.
Linda Kempton, Clerk's Office.
Jenna Vaughn, Clerk's Office.
Kimberly Edwards, Clerk's Office. Carissa Lane, Human Resources.
John Blake, Paramedic.
John Bridge, Clerk's Office.
Tim Sturgis, Clerk's Office.
Ryan Thurman, Clerk's Office.
Kimberly, Clerk's Office.
Tim Klein, Treasurer's Office.
Heath Rebordi, Clerk's Office.
All County Operations.
Elizabeth Duncan, Communications.
Real IT guy.
Troy Triple, County Clerk.
Okay, are there any changes to the agenda?
There are not.
Okay, no change to the agenda. We'll start off. We have a recognition to Ada County. There's even a news release, a national news release. Would you read the news release?
Chicago, Illinois Government Finance Association of the United States and Canada, GFOA, has awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting to Ada County for its annual comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2024. The report has been judged as an impartial panel to meet the high standards of the program, which includes demonstrating a constructive spirit of full disclosure, to clearly communicate its financial story and motivate potential users and user groups to read the report. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of governmental accounting and financial reporting, and its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. So that's a national recognition to our
National recognition to Ada County. Anybody from the clerk's office? We have a few people from the clerk's office. Anybody in the clerk's office want to say anything before we hand out the award? This is the award.
I'll just say we're going for Guinness Book of World Records. We've been awarded this as a county consecutively since 1988.
So what would that say if you didn't get it?
It wouldn't be a good thing if we didn't get it. But I think it goes to, again, what it said in the news release of our efforts on transparency and fiscal responsibility and letting the citizens know exactly what their tax dollars are going towards. So I appreciate Tim and his crew and everybody that works on that report all year long and all of the processes that go into it. It's not just a report at the end of the year. It's everything we do throughout the year to make sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted and that the public can see exactly what we're doing. So I applaud their efforts.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead.
So what is this in the context of everybody? And how many have achieved this? How many can achieve it?
I do not know the answer to that.
But it's a national recognition that is significant, that everybody doesn't get it, I guess.
Not everybody gets this.
Mr. Chair, the other two that we're aware of is the state of Idaho got it in 2023. I don't
Was that
know
before Luma?
that was for Luma.
Is that right?
Not post Luma. And the city of Boise has gotten it traditionally in the past. I think they're on right around in the 20s and stuff as far as number of years that they've got it consecutively and stuff. But those are the only two that I'm aware of in the area.
Well, good. Well, congratulations. Let's go out and get a picture. We'll We have no unfinished business, so we'll start right out with new business. We have a couple of public hearings for some resolutions. I'll open a public hearing on resolution 3144, resolution adjusting the budget for the county, for the sheriff's office. Any questions or discussions on that resolution?
Mr. Chairman, I think it would be appropriate, and I think the clerk can kind of fill us in on this. This has to do with, or this is a question that with the cities that the sheriff's office has a contract with, correct? So we're actually utilizing money that they gave us for certain things, correct?
That's correct. With the unscheduled revenue, it's essentially a contract update to the contract cities that we have with Star, Eagle, and CUNA. They're adding some positions, each of those cities. So this is mostly associated with bringing on those new positions as well as paying for the sundries that go along with them, the equipment, the vehicles, K-9 unit, all that kind of stuff, as well as some overtime pay on those contracts. So that's what this covers. On the resolution itself, though, there are other items. Some of them are grant related. Some of them are youth program related that we are bringing on to the budget for this year that we've done routinely every year for the sheriff.
I guess the point of my wanting
I
to
might
ask.
correct that cities don't give us anything. This is for services that they get.
Well, they're paying,
They're paying for it,
They're
yes.
giving it to us, but it's payment.
Yes, you're right.
And that's exactly what I wanted to clarify, so that the public can see that this is a cooperative arrangement between the cities and the sheriff's office, which is a very good one, actually.
That's
Sure.
correct.
And some of it is added staff. For instance, Eagle just added a sergeant detective.
Yeah.
And they didn't have that before. Now they do. Star, they got a officers that are in schools. Some of those kind of things.
So it's, I guess that, I just want to make sure that the public understood that this is beneficial both for the cities as well as for the county.
Sure.
To actually do the job of public safety in a more efficient, and this is actually cost saving for the cities as well as for the county.
Yeah.
Yes, the cities couldn't have the kind of law enforcement they at least the three contract cities couldn't get the same kind of law enforcement on their own.
Correct.
Because it costs quite a bit more. All right, good enough. I'll close the public hearing on resolution number 3144. And unless there's further discussion, I call for a motion.
I'll move to approve resolution number 3144 is listed on the agenda.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, I'll open public hearing on resolution 3145, a resolution adjusting the budget for juvenile services. Anyone want to speak on that one?
Mr. Chair, again, this one and then the following one, 3146, both are grant related. So these are just traditional grants that we're rolling over from one year to the next.
Rollover grant, okay, thank you. Any other discussion?
Well, I guess, again, it exemplifies how we can leverage other dollars, and just like the cities are doing with us, we're doing with other entities, so that we can maximize the utility of our local tax dollars. So that's what both of these are.
All right. We'll open the public hearing, I'll close the public hearing on resolution 3145 and call for a motion.
I move to approve resolution 3145 as listed on the agenda.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion, all in favor say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'll open public hearing on resolution 3146, and this is adding some money to the weed and pest grant again.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Is this a BLM one?
I'm not sure if that's associated with BLM or not.
All right, well, all right. Any questions on resolution 3146? I'll close the public hearing on resolution 3146 and call for a motion.
I move to approve resolution 3146 is listed on the agenda.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, now we have with us today, we're fortunate to have our distinguished clerk, Mr. Trent Triple.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Really nothing to report. It's eerily quiet in the clerk's office right now. We're obviously in the middle of the audit, but that's largely out of our hands now with Ide Bailey looking at the books and stuff. Grateful that our election went smoothly. Sounds like there's some other counties that might have had some hiccups with theirs, and they're working those out. But we're grateful for the support from the commissioners on all the things that we're doing. Nothing else to really report.
Fortunately, we don't have any elections coming up in December.
We do not have any runoffs, we don't have any recounts. I know in Elmore County, they're dealing with some ballots that didn't get properly counted.
Imagine that, how'd that happen?
I guess we're gonna find out.
I guess we'll find out, yeah. Well, and Bonneville County's got a mayor of Idaho Falls and a city council that didn't get a majority, and they have a runoff provision
Yep.
in Idaho Falls, so there'll be an election in Idaho Falls, both for the mayor and for the city council.
It's nice not to have that during a holiday season.
Yep, that's right. Okay, anything else?
Oh, Mr. Chair.
Okay, then we'll move on to catering permits and alcohol permits, licenses. Any questions or discussion on any of those? I'll accept the motion.
I move to approve the alcohol licensing and catering permit as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the appropriate documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next up, we have the claims journal. Any questions or discussion on the claims journal? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
I'll move to authorize payment of claims on the Claims Journal dated November 14th, 2025.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Right?
Motion carries. Now here's personnel actions. This is as part of our newly and revised personnel action situation, and that's a work in progress. We're still gonna change that a little bit. And I want to thank you for your help on that, Mr. Clerk, because that's something that we're looking to keep updated on that. Any questions or discussions on the personnel actions?
Mr. Chairman, because we have the list, it's a public document as well, but I'd like to ask the clerk this question, because is there a way that we can amplify what we're doing here in terms of the amount that, because we have some that are under budget, some that are over budget, some, in other words, we're saving and we're adding and subtracting. Is there a way that we can get something that can amplify that for us?
Absolutely. We're looking at adding an additional column on the position change to show the budgeted authority number as opposed to just the position salary currently, because a lot of those do not match perfectly,
Yeah,
right?
that-
Some are not underfunded. Some are salaried at a number that's under the budgeted authority, right? So you can see several of these sheriff's positions are reductions in those. So now you'll see what the savings are based off of those with that added column. We're also going to give a separate spreadsheet that shows an office breakdown per office and department of their current rolling total savings of salaries within their personnel budget. I think that'll be very amplifying and educational for the board to be able to see. The other thing we'll add is some notes associated with the PCNs. For instance, those bottom ones that PCNs had to have some money moved from them to plus up the position that was being affected. We're gonna have some amplifying remarks on those PCNs, so you know which position money is being pulled from and why. And then we'll also change the FAR column to yearly salary as opposed to hourly salary. So you can compare apples to apples, because the middle column is yearly and then the FAR column is hourly, and it's hard to tell the difference, the real true impact on an employee. So we'll make those adjustments going forward, and hopefully that'll be something that will add benefit to the analysis that we're trying to get in front of the board for those positions.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Any other?
No, I appreciate that, because I've had conversations both with the clerk's office as well as HR in terms of some of these things, and that would be helpful so that we can have less questions, but also transparency for the public, so the public can see this as we go through it as well. And then in the end, we don't have at budget time, we have that reconciliation on a regular point through the fiscal year, rather than at the end have to try to sort all that out. So
That's correct.
I appreciate what you're doing there.
Yeah,
You
thank
bet.
you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, all right. Any other questions or on the personnel actions? Not, I'll accept the motion.
I move to approve the personnel actions as listed on the agenda.
Second.
All right, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Yeah, we have the treasurer's office. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
good morning.
Commissioners.
How are you doing today?
Doing good. The Treasurer's Office has been very busy over the past 10 days or so. And in fact, we just completed the tax charge in the property tax system. The bills are at the printers right now, and they're expected to go out later this week. So people start getting them in the mail. There's so many, about 215, 218,000 of those, so they go out in batches as they're completed, which helps us so we don't get too many calls all at once, but even though it feels like we're getting all the calls all at once. So I got some numbers here for you.
Okay.
The total tax charge this year was 775 million. I'm rounding. It was 774,978. So 775 million for the total. That's a 6% increase over the prior
That's for
year.
every taxing district.
Every
That's for
taxing
everybody.
district. That's correct.
And again, Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
as a reminder, only a small portion of that we have control over. We just take the budgets from the taxing districts and apply it, and that's what we're talking about, that 6%. It's basically only about 23% of it is what we have any jurisdiction over.
Commissioner Theodore, that's correct. About 21% is what we've been seeing over the most recent years that is for the county.
And
The
that
rest of-
varies by city, because some cities have a little higher, some cities have a little lower. So
And
it's
school
hard to-
districts.
And school districts, yeah. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
So the bills this year, well, and last year as well, they include some property tax savings. And one of those savings is the HTR. Those are for homeowners who receive the homestead exemption as of the second Monday in July. And so the HTR is an itemized credit that taxpayers will see listed on their bill. So they'll see all the taxing districts, a total, and if they qualify for that, they'll see it as a payment. It'll look like a payment. In fact, we get a lot of calls from people saying, I didn't make a payment. Who made this payment on my property? Well, it's the state, because the state sends us that money directly, and it shows up as a credit for them, reducing
Do you have the
their
number,
tax.
the total number for Ada County for that HDR?
I don't, I do have it.
Okay, what is that?
HTR is 40,496,000.
40 million. Okay.
Excuse me.
Well, and that's good to know, because that is something that's subject to change, and it's the legislature provides that.
Mr. Chairman, that's correct. It'll vary from year to year
It varies,
based on
yeah, based on how much surplus they have. So, go ahead.
And what does HDR stand for, the acronym?
That is the,
I'm sorry. I
the
thought you had it.
homeowner tax relief. I was gonna say that, but I wanted to make sure I said it correctly, because we use homestead, homeowner's exemption interchangeably, but they call that the homeowner tax relief.
We've done this
HTR.
RODEO before.
So that's one of the tax savings. The other is what's called SDFF, that's the School District Facilities Fund, and that's for all property types, not just those who have the homestead exemption. That's not a credit, they won't see that as a credit on their bill, but instead it's a levy reduction based on payments from the state directly to the school. And so they can see that on their bill, but it's over to the right-hand side, it will say School District Facilities
How
Fund,
much
will
that
show
is?
a dollar amount there.
That-
Now that
depends on the school district, right?
well, this SDFF for this tax charge was 47,394,000. So that was a huge increase actually from the prior year. It was a 74% increase over last year. And the
Again,
reason,
that's a formula based on the law.
that's right, and it depends on how much the state has that's available. And there was a bill passed this past year that the governor signed that gave, I think it was 100 million more. And so that's why we see that big increase on the SDFF from 27.2 million last year to 47.4 million this year.
So it'd be safe to say there was 87 million in property tax relief from the legislature.
Well, I need to add that up real quick, but you
About
probably.
40
already done-
million and 47 million, that's
40
87.
and 47.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so those are the two items that people can see on their tax bills. The Cloverdale facility that we have is open. It opened yesterday, so people can go in there. And this year, the tax due date is December 22nd. And the reason for that is because the 20th falls on a Saturday. And anytime it falls on a weekend, you get to the end of the next business day.
All right. Well, good. Anything else for us?
I think that's it.
That's it, huh? All right, well, thanks. That's good to know, and of course, you'll start getting calls. When do those get mailed?
I think we'll
This
start,
week?
this
Sometime?
week they're going out, so by Thursday, it'll be very active on the phone lines here.
And by the middle of December, your jogger will start be working.
It'll be at its peak performance level at that point.
Okay, any other questions while we have the treasurer's office here?
And that, Mr. And those two legislative things will be noted on their tax bill, correct? They have to be noted that this is from the legislature.
Commissioner Daly, that's correct. There, I believe there's 2 asterisks there next to it, and then it describes what that is. There's an explanation on the tax bill as well.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Commissioner.
All right, moving on. We have the minutes of our November 4th meeting. I'll accept the motion.
I move to approve the minutes of the 11/4/2025 open business meeting and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion and further discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, we have the Juvenile Services Annual Financial Report. Any questions on that one? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion to recognize that.
I'll move to authorize the chair to review the Juvenile Justice Annual Financial Report for October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025, and sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion, all in favor say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we have 3 agreements for Expo Idaho. Any questions or issues with any of the agreements? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
I move to approve the Expo Idaho agreements as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
You've heard the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we have 2 agreements for the Barber Park Education and Event Center. Any questions or issues with any of the agreements? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
I move to, go ahead.
I move to approve Barber Park Education and Event Center agreements as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. All right, now we have some agreements to consider. Says here we have 8 agreements. We have 8 agreements? Frank?
Yes.
Okay, we have 8 agreements. Any questions or issues with any of the agreements? Not, I'll accept the motion.
Chair, just as a note, the majority of these are amendments to current agreements, and then one is a renewal, so it's just kind of the scope of things we have to do on a regular basis. So I would move to authorize the 8 agreements and authorize the chair to sign, authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next item up is our weekly indigent items. Any questions or discussion on the weekly indigent items? I'll accept the motion.
I'll move to accept the recommendations of the indigent services staff as listed on the summary of cases dated November 18th, 2025, and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, that concludes our written agenda. Is there anything else need to be brought before the board? Okay, nope, we'll be adjourned. Thank you. Morning. Today is the 18th day of November. The board is in session, acting as the Board of Emergency Medical Services District. The time is 9:29. All three commissioners are present. We also have with us
John Blake, paramedic.
John Blake, paramedics,
Elizabeth Duncan.
and real IT guy. All right, Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
They're not.
No changes, all right. First item on our agenda is the claims journal. I'll accept the motion on the claims journal.
I move to approve the EMS Claims Journal for dated November 14th, 2025.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is the personnel actions. Any questions or issues on any of the personnel actions? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the personnel actions as listed on the agenda.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next up, we have the approval of the minutes. I'll accept the motion on the minutes.
I move to approve the EMS Services District meeting, minutes of the meeting 11/4/2025, and authorize the chair to sign the appropriate documents.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, we have an agreement, one agreement, the renewal training site agreement between Ada County Emergency Medical Service District and the City of Meridian for the American Heart Training Association. Any questions or issues on that agreement? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to approve the agreement as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the appropriate documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, now, this is the best part of the meeting, EMS update.
Mr. Chair.
It's all
Commissioner-
yours.
Mr. Chair, Commissioners, I don't have very much for you this morning. Our second yellow ambulance has arrived and is waiting to be stenciled. It's very exciting. And most of the rest of what I give to you is really just run of business. I don't have anything significant. Our providers are going through an intensive airway course. They just went through an intensive airway course, which goes along with our cardiac arrest, save rate, critical patient care. So that's something I'm quite pleased that we do. That just finished up. And I believe we have a new round of field training officers being trained starting today. I can't think of anything else that's out of the ordinary or significant right now.
Okay. Any questions from the board? All right, well, thank you.
Certainly,
Tell your staff we appreciate all the work you do for the county.
as always, I will.
All right, thank you. All right, next we have an executive session coming up, and I'll accept the motion on that.
I'll move to enter into executive session under Idaho Code 74-206, one, D, and to discuss a access joint powers agreement, and the vote to be by roll call and recorded in the minutes, and all documents to be kept confidential.
I second the motion.
Clerk call a roll.
Commissioner Davidson,
Right?
Commissioner Daly,
Aye.
Commissioner Beck,